So the first thing I did was clean off the books and the journals off of the top of the shelf. I have a tendency to just stack stuff on top, but I'm just gonna start with these markers and pencils, color pencils. It's just a bunch of writing stuff. So I know that's gonna take a minute, considering I haven't even touched them. I realize what does the person need with this many writing utensils? I mean, I'm not someone who's an artist. I'm not someone who draws or at least writes that much to probably even need that many pens and pencils in a decade. So I'm just gonna see what works, what pens work, what markers work, what don't, and I'm gonna just chuck them and toss them, honestly. Actually, a lot of these are working really well. I think that's because when I moved out of college, I just wanted to double check that everything that I was leaving with wasn't just junk, which is why I actually only ended up getting rid of maybe about 4 or 5 markers and pens. But it's always good to double check that we're not wasting your time or just, bothering with any empty pens or markers. I think the reason why I have so many stationary items is because I have a little bit of an obsession with it. It's not to say that I use journals a lot or that I use markers and pens a lot. Well, I do use them a lot, but I don't think I use them as consistently as I would like to. I remember when I was in high school and me and my best friend, we would write back and forth in this journal almost like a pen pal situation, except we would just hand each other the journal and we would draw photos back and forth to each other, write about our days. And I'm just like, wow, how did I write so much? How did I have so much that was on my mind that I was excited to put down on paper, that I was excited to draw and to share with someone else? Me and my best friend, we were very, very close in high school. So I'm glad that I was able to find my hobbies through that with her. I still journal now, not as much as I'd like to. I think that's because I just feel like it's kind of exhausting. I don't want it to feel exhausting, but hopefully one day I'll get right back into the swing of journaling again. But I've definitely been wanting to try out new hobbies. I realize that I have a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that I probably won't even end up using. Um, but it does also make me consider, like I said, is this a hobby that I want to continue really going for? And I think at this point, I wouldn't consider it a hobby. I would consider it something of like more like self care for myself, what I do with journaling. So I think that once I get all my ducks in a line, I can continue journaling about the hobbies that I do hope to do. I realize that I have a big fascination with space. I have a big fascination with crafting and sewing. A lot of the stuff that you're going to be seeing in this video isn't crafting stuff, unfortunately. It's just office supplies, really. So it's just a mini cleaning up. I'm really looking back at this stuff, and I truly haven't touched a lot of these things in quite some time. I think that this would work. These items would be a lot better for someone who's in school. I'm not in school anymore, so these truly have just been sitting in this drawer for probably over a year now, considering that I graduated over a year ago. Those post-it notes, I don't remember the last time I needed a post-it note. Besides maybe to put up like tasks that I got to do, stick them on a wall or something. But even then, I have like a little journal or calendar that I just write my to-dos in to mitigate that. So these two bottom drawers that you see here are honestly just personal stuff like papers and things like that I won't be going through. But I do want to hopefully consolidate two of the drawers of this white organizer. That way I can fit, that way I can hopefully open up more space or see if I need to get rid of stuff, because a lot of the stuff that you see here, like why would I need these things? I don't know. So hopefully one day I can get the courage to just look at all the things that I've truly collected. I would honestly call myself a journal collector, a stationery collector, because I don't use them as often as I would hope. Um, so like a lot of those folders that you see there, I don't think I'll ever touch again. But actually looking back at it now, I'll probably use those folders to organize some of my important papers or maybe some memories in the memory drawers that I have. But I decided to make this drawer into like a little journal drawer, take out all the journals that I had in this initial drawer and switch them over to this one. I think that the reason why I'm having such a hard time of getting rid of these journals is because I want them to be put to use. I don't know who would want and cherish journals like I do. I want to send them to people. I want to be able to give someone something that I always felt really eased my mind throughout the day, something that I could put my thoughts onto just to release some stress. And I know that there are people out there that would more than happily appreciate a journal to write in or something like that. So I'll probably honestly just end up donating most of these journals and just opening up a lot of these drawers that you see here. I like keeping them. I don't think that I'll ever get rid of these two drawers. They're just too convenient to use when it comes to organization. And I think that I've even used them in college for like organizing my snacks and stuff like that. So I decided to put my markers in that empty drawer that you see there, just because why not? But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I can make a video about my experiences with journals and stationery. Maybe I could even go through my stationery collection. I would love to do that. Honestly, I think that would make me more happy than you would think. But thank you so much for tuning into this short video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.